Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, and what can I say? This indictment, at least at this point, appears to be nothing less than a gift for President Trump. He's expanding his base, and it's happening at a record pace. We're going to look at the latest indications that Trump's base is growing, and we're going to see how one red state in particular is effectively fighting back against lawless Democrats that may indeed be a model for red states in general. Trump continues to see a massive boost in his support among Republicans. The Real Clear Politics aggregate, which averages out all the polls, it's frankly stunning. The aggregate now has Trump with a 26-point lead over the rest of the Republican field. 26 points, that's the averaged out lead from all the latest polls. For example, brand new YouGov poll has Trump surging to a 30-point lead over the other GOP contenders, his largest lead ever over DeSantis, 52-21. The ultra-left Newsweek has Trump's support hitting nearly 60%. He surged to a dominant 56 points. And we got the new McLaughlin poll. This is interesting. Not only did it find that Trump is towering over the field by 30 points, but it also found that voters were more likely to vote for Trump over the indictment, not less. And again, I'm going to reiterate this many times. This is exactly what we predicted. Trafalgar polling found that 79% of likely voters are very concerned about the fact that we live in a two-tier justice system that deliberately protects political insiders at the expense of ordinary Americans. And so the massive backfire that the Democrats are risking here is that a significant portion of that population, again, 8 in 10, a significant portion who otherwise would not support Trump would nevertheless rally to his side once they recognize the radically unfair, politicized weaponization of the law in his case. And again, that's exactly what we appear to be seeing here. Look at this poll from CNN, of all places. A vast majority of Americans, including most Democrats, believe that politics is playing a role in the indictment of President Trump. 52% of respondents believe politics are playing a major role in the indictment, while 23%, less than half of that, believe that politics is playing at least some role. So altogether, 75% of those surveyed believe Trump is a victim of the politicalization of the legal system. Now, the fact that people are starting to sympathize with Trump came to the fore with Trump's fundraising numbers over the weekend. The Trump campaign released the numbers. They're reporting that they raised over $5 million in the 48 hours after the indictment was announced. And get this, 25% of the donations, a quarter of the donations, came from first-time donors. Now, that's huge, again, because that indicates exactly what we've been predicting would happen. People who otherwise would not have supported Trump, at least in this case financially, are rallying to his cause because they see a blatant injustice that needs to be fought back against and rectified. Another indicator of this conversion, as it were, towards Trump is the fact that Trump's favorability is rising. A Morning Consult poll released just yesterday found that 77% of Republicans have a favorable view of Trump, topping Ron DeSantis, who came in second at 73% favorable. So clearly it looks as if Trump is expanding his base inside the Republican Party for the nomination, and very possibly, given the amount of first-time donations along with the polling, outside of the Republican Party as well. Now, in our last video, we talked about what the Republican Party absolutely needs to do in retaliation to this, especially among red states. And I think we're at least in part seeing it today. Something's happening in a red state that may indeed be the model for how we effectively fight back against lawless Democrats. It's going to absolutely make your day. But with all of this insanity going on all around us, feeling somewhat delirious is to be expected. But seriously speaking, gang, do you know if you're at risk of having a stroke? If you're over the age of 40, it's important to take proactive steps to maintain your health and detect potential issues early on. And that's where Lifeline screening comes in. With their non-invasive and painless screenings, they can help identify your risk of stroke, cardiovascular disease, and other chronic illnesses. Plus, with over 14,000 screening events each year, it's never been more convenient to prioritize your health. Don't wait until it's too late to take action. By scheduling a Lifeline screening today, you'll receive either peace of mind or early detection. Either way, you come out on top. Take control of your health by clicking on that link below and scheduling your screening today.
No action, no peace! No action, no peace! No action, no peace! No action!
Many of you seen these ridiculous antics that took place at the Tennessee legislature last week. It's a bunch of woke left-wing nuts trying desperately to distract voters away from the fact that a trans activist gunned down 6 Christians in cold blood. Instead, they wanted to make it all about what else? Gun control. And so 3 Tennessee Democrats, Representatives Justin Jones, Justin Pearson, and Gloria Johnson, led a massive protest that completely disrupted the chamber. Well, now they're about to pay for it. It's just been announced that the Republican-dominated Tennessee legislature is going to expel these 3 Democrats who participated in that legislative disruption. That's right. The vote is scheduled for the 6th of April, and if 2/3 of the legislative chamber votes to remove them, which shouldn't be a problem, they're gone. They're expelled from the Tennessee government. This was the scene when Republicans announced they were indeed expelling these woke Democrats from the Tennessee legislature. And it's all sound and fury signifying nothing. Absolutely nothing. Republicans have a supermajority in Tennessee. It's just their wokeness fulfilling their job description. Everything they touch turns to shit. They can't do anything. And that, my friends, is exactly what red states across the country need to start doing, in my estimation. They need to start expelling Democrats from state legislatures in retaliation for Trump. Now, how that works out precisely, we'll have to see. But Tennessee lawmakers focus on Democrats participating in what their speaker called an insurrection. And that is going to be a political weapon that needs to be wielded mightily throughout our red state legislatures. Again, the more Democrats realize that what they're doing to Trump adversely affects them and their political agenda, the sooner we'll be over this woke insanity. As always, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. You'll definitely want to check out my latest video on Trump supporters storming New York as red states are poised to crush the Democrats. You're going to absolutely love it. So make sure to click on that link, and I'll see you over there. God bless.